Welcome guys to another episode of The Extra Mile. My name is Alex and now let's continue with our battle here. Actually, I think we can drop the torch. The problem is I'm still overloaded. I don't really know where I have to go. Die, dude. There we go. Alright, there we go. Come on. Oh, block that. Okay, this is relatively easy so far. Alright, I guess we did it. That's bad. We have to get in there. Uh-oh. Don't you hurt her. Give me a bow and I will shoot him in the head.
Come out and fight like a man! I don't think so. I like it better right here. Would you rather hide behind my wife like some mangy whelp? I could just as easily cut her throat. I have hostages enough, and strong walls to protect me. Bring him here.
Uh-oh.
Radzig?
How did that happen?
What do you want, you viper? Let me think. Actually, there's nothing I want from you. Except maybe to see you all die.
Yeah, that won't happen.
Fire! Burn it down!
Oh! Alright, this means war. I will kill that dude so hard. Alright guys, what do we do?
Christ. Are you alright?
I'll live. Whew, but I don't think I'll be wielding a sword for a while.
Yeah,
we
that's
haven't men enough
understandable.
for sword wielding. A good lord is harder to come by.
How the hell did they get Radzig? I didn't make it to the gate.
He was charging against reinforcements from the castle.
We have to save Sarad, my father, somehow.
And we have to save my wife and get our home back.
My friend, I think you know as well as I. We have to lay siege.
Yep.
No, that is our last resort. We have to try all our other options.
Sir, if a few men could scale the western wall after dark, maybe they could get inside, free the hostages, and open the gate. That is, if they're holding them in the courtyard, as we've always done.
Well, that's a big if. What if they're seen and they can't raise the portcullis quietly?
Sir Hanish, if we can save just one hostage.
It's a perilous undertaking. Who would you send?
I'll do it.
I'll go.
Yeah.
Then let us make ready.
Awesome. Let's do it.
What needs to be done?
Tell me, Sir Robert.
A military encampment's a complicated thing. I don't expect it to be as peaceful and orderly as Holy Mass. But what we have here now is havoc. The men are as nervous and short-tempered as caged bears. When you walk around the camps, you'll see for yourself. Grumbling everywhere, complaints about everything from the gruel to the fleas. They're moaning they've drunk the alehouse dry, and now they have to wait for the next batch of beer.
Okay.
We've got dead who deserve a decent burial, and a lot of wounded, including one of their lordships. The less the troops grumble, the better off we'll all be. But that's not even the main problem.
What do you mean?
Did you hear what Sir Divish was saying to Fafar, our master builder?
I heard some of it.
Yeah.
And what did you make of it?
He said he'd never built a trebuchet catapult. I wouldn't even know where to start, but he might.
But, if it'll take him as long as he said, we can't wait until Judgment Day. We don't have that much time.
I'll try
So?
to ask him if I can help in some way.
You should definitely do that. Without a trebuchet, we're much too weak.
How do you
How
feel?
you faring, Sir Robard?
How do you think I'm faring, lad? There's some cutthroat thug lolling about in my bed at the castle.
At least no one's raised Handbrake.
Not so far. Though we may end up doing it ourselves to smoke the bastard out.
I imagine Sir Divish isn't taking it too well.
And why do you think he handed command over to me? But it pains my heart too. That place is my home.
All right. So, let's see what we can do here. Talk to Captain Bernard. We just did that. Talk to the quartermaster. Talk to Master Fafar. Talk to Sir Divish. Okay, so let's start with a dude who has to build the trebuchet. He must be right there. Sup, dude?
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
Sir Robard sent me to you. He said you have to build a trebuchet.
Indeed. A trebuchet that can smash the walls of Tamburg. I, a mining engineer. What do I know of war machines? I'll never manage it on my own.
Well, I'd like to help you, but how? I don't know anything about trebuchets either.
Actually, there is a way you could help.
Tell me.
Conrad Keyser came to Sasso recently. If you could get him to come here, it would save my skin.
Conrad Keyser? Who's he?
He's a scholar who studied medicine, but he also designed siege engines. He even took part in the siege of Accuforce, together with Sigismund.
All right. All right. Let's do
All
it.
right, I'll do what I can.
Thank you, Henry. Maybe we will build that trebuchet after all.
Okay, so we have that. Now, while we're here, let's talk to the quartermaster. C. Come on, Pebbles. We got work to do. Ah, there he is.
Good day to you.
Good day to you, sir.
How are we doing with the food?
Who wants to know? One of their lordships?
No, I just wondered if there was anything you're short of.
Oh, I see. The lordling is wondering if we're in urgent need of anything. Well, to tell the truth, we don't have much meat. They bring it round often enough, but never as much as they should.
Yes, I've heard something like that.
I'll say. Every other man's moaning on about it. The gamekeepers are doing all they can, but they can't keep up. So if you know how to help them out, bring it right here. I'll take care of the rest.
Fine.
Okay.
I'll keep that in mind. Do we have any beer?
Christ, I wish we did. Our ale's all gone, and we've drained the local inn dry.
That's bad news.
Don't I know it? You can't go and catch a beer in the woods either. But if you happen to know about
That's
it,
true.
let's hear it. News like that'd refresh me almost as much as a drink. And the lads, too.
Okay, so food and beer. Got it. Wait a second.
Learn how to ride a horse, idiot!
God be with you.
And with you, Sir Bernard.
How are the men holding up?
They're a rabble. The out-of-towners are desperate to go home. And the locals have got nowhere else to go. So they're just generally complaining.
Are they causing trouble?
No trouble as such. It's true I've caught a few of them asleep on their watch. There's nothing a couple of lashes of the whip can't cure.
There might be a simpler solution.
Whipping a man's simple enough. Just give one of them a beating, the others will remember. When they forget, do it again.
But then you'd have
Alright.
an injured soldier. It occurred to me a herbal potion might do the trick.
I never heard of any wives' quackery helping troop morale. But Christ knows they could do with something to flush the booze out of them and keep their eyes open.
Okay, so... Okay, we got that. There he is. Sup, dude?
Jesus! Look where...
God bless you. What troubles you?
How do you feel, Sir Divish? How's the shoulder?
I felt better, boy. I feel awful, truth be told. And my shoulder's paining me.
Let someone tend to the wound and you'll soon be better.
My flesh can be healed, perhaps. But the spirit... Henry, can you do something for me?
Sure,
What is it
dude.
you need, sir?
I need a priest as well as a physician.
Alright.
Closest was in Rovna. But I don't know what happened to him. And then there's the one from Ujits. What's his name?
Godwin. But why would you need a priest? The wound will heal, especially with the help of one of the monks.
It's not about me. I've got a lot of wounded here that won't see morning, and dead men. And I have to confess my sins.
Okay. So now we talk to everyone. Let's see where we will go first. So let's go there first. And then we will go to Ujits and there we can buy some meat. Alright. There we go. What's up?
I need something to keep our soldiers awake. Do you know of anything that might help?
I do know of a concoction to ward off sleep. I can teach you how to make it if you like.
I'd like to buy some.
No, I need someone who will do it for me.
I'm sorry, but I'm not a miracle worker. I can only sell you what I have.
I need something to keep our soldiers awake. Do you know of anything that might help?
I do know of a concoction to ward off sleep. I can teach you how to make it if you like.
That would be very helpful.
Cockerel potion is what we need. Alright, let's see how much she has of that. Nothing. Okay. At least we have the recipe. We have to visit the monastery, so maybe we can brew that stuff there. Okay, let's fast travel over there. Let's talk to this guy about the beer.
God be with you.
I need to bring a few kegs of beer back to Talmberg.
To Talmberg? Why? Actually, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm running low on beer and I've no kegs left. Ask again later, or go ask elsewhere.
Okay. That didn't work. Alright, let's talk to the priest then. What's up, dude?
Jesus Christ be praised.
Yup. Let's see
I
if
see
this
you
works
know how
now.
to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practiced with a stick. A reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
I see you know how to.
Alright,
There's something
let's
I
see.
need from you, Father Godwin.
Is there, my son? How can I help?
There are a lot of dead and wounded at Talmberg, and no one to make the sign of the cross on their foreheads.
I'd like to help you, Henry, but I have other concerns.
What's happening?
Doesn't sound good.
I have a delegation here from the Archbishopric in Prague. They claim I have a heretic in my parish, and there's talk of building pyres. I fear if I left matters here unattended, half the villagers would be roasted before I got back.
I see. Sort of.
Go and ask elsewhere. There's bound to be a willing servant of God left around here somewhere.
Huh. Okay, so that didn't work out at all. Okay. Anyway, let's wait a second.
Apples straight from the tree, melons right off the vine, and beetroot fresh from the field.
I wonder if we can buy some meat here, maybe. Let's try that at least. Is that what we need? Maybe. Alright, awesome. I almost have all the meat that I need. That is a good start at least. So let's see where else we can go here. Okay, let's see. Are you the guy? Yeah, you're the guy.
Good health to you.
And to you, sir.
I need to bring a few kegs of beer back to Talmberg.
Please?
I'm a few kegs short myself, and once I run out, my regulars will go elsewhere.
Alright, can I at least buy some more meat? Yes. Alright, that should do it. And there we go. I'm fine, thank you, dude.
Good health to you.
Yup.
I brought you some meat.
Stack it over here.
Yeah.
That's the lot.
Good. Well, thanks very much. And when you've got more, feel free to stop by. You won't be unwelcome. Oh yes, and here's a little something for the trip.
Well, thank you. I actually made a profit on that one, I think. Okay, this looks kind of promising, I think.
What the hell are you doing?
Sorry,
Give me a
dude.
minute. I'll bring it right away.
Andrew. Andrew, let's talk. I feel
My
like
respects to you.
you could help me.
God save Henry.
Oh, lots of options.
Andrew, there's no more beer in Talmberg, and the soldiers are starting to grumble. Can't you send some there?
I could, but there's nothing in it for me.
Well...
The camp's not that far away. Imagine if the soldiers got so upset by the lack of beer, they went on the hunt for it and ended up here. They could do some real damage. Wouldn't it be better to have them drunk and happy somewhere else?
If they came here for a drink, I'd sell it to them. Why would they do any damage?
What if someone lied to them that you were a Toth supporter and that they'd have to make do with water?
I knew
Yes!
you were a bastard, but I didn't expect you to turn on me too.
I do like things to go my way.
Yeah.
I'll send it there. But just remember, everyone gets what's coming to them eventually. One day, you're bound to come across someone who isn't such a pushover.
Maybe.
Yeah, well.
But in the meantime, make sure to send the best you have. After all, we don't want anyone to feel unwell enough to think about settling the score, do we?
Awesome. Alright. That's 2 things that we did.
Do you happen to know the whereabouts of Conrad Kieser?
And what do you want from the old buzzard?
Yeah.
What? That old fool? The one who spends his time poring over old books instead of at the tavern? He's all locked away at the custodian's house. That's the big place in the courtyard by the monastery.
Alright.
Do you happen to know the...
Alright, so let's find that. Hello, sir.
I am at your service, Sir Knight.
Well, thank you.
Is this where Conrad Kieser lives?
Indeed. The world-renowned Conrad Kieser.
I need to speak to him.
Oh, really? Whatever for?
Ba, 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 ba. Well, we have to try this one.
I'm a fellow thinker and I'd like to discuss my hypotheses with Master Kieser.
And what ones would those be exactly?
Stronghold construction. I have this new idea for building and a chat with the Master would be very valuable.
That sounds important. Come on in. The Master's inside. Here's the key.
Perfect. Yes, that's it.
Enter. Huh? By the horn of Joshua, you startled me.
I just knocked.
I thought you were urban. What do you want?
I need your help, dude.
Sir, Tobias Fafar, the master builder and engineer from Skalitz, sends his greetings.
Fafar? Tobias Fafar? I've heard of him. He invented an interesting mining machine. What does he need?
Sir, have you heard what's been going on in Talmberg?
I've heard a thing or two. Is it true the castle's been taken?
Yeah.
It has, and we want to take it back. Master Fafar has been given the task of building a trebuchet, but he's not sure he can manage it.
I doubt it myself. Building siege engines is an entirely different kettle of fish than mining. Damn, I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund's. But that can't be done with a quill and parchment, and I can't leave here right now.
Why not?
Why can't you leave?
That's a long story. I was a little, more than a little, critical of Sigismund's efforts at Nicopolis. And it might surprise you to know, after that defeat, he didn't particularly appreciate my criticism. Then, when Sigismund abducted the king, I didn't feel too secure in Prague, so I left. Perhaps left is the wrong word. Some might say I was banished. In any case, I went to Bettlern Castle.
Yes.
And why are you here in Sasau?
To be honest, I need the money.
Money, sir? You don't seem like a man who lives in want.
Dear me, no. I don't need it to support myself. It's to fund my opus. That's why I agreed to help with the construction of the monastery. So you see, I can't simply take my leave.
But you have to.
Could I not just pay off the Master Builder for your services?
I doubt it. Carroll is only interested in the construction. As long as he has the money to pay the craftsman's wages, that's all he needs.
Ah, as long as he has enough for wages, you say?
Yes. What are you thinking?
Couldn't Carroll be persuaded somehow? After all, the defence of the province is at stake.
I realise that, but Sasau Monastery has always kept its neutrality. What's more, the abbot isn't here at present, and without his permission, Carroll won't be persuaded.
Okay,
but
so
I
talking.
might have another idea.
All right.
What do you suggest?
Carroll received his commission in writing. If you found it, we could, we could copy the abbot's seal and signature on our own document.
That's a curiously interesting idea.
My inventiveness has many applications. I could be back here before the abbot, so he won't even know I was gone.
All right.
How do I get my hands on the commission?
It will be somewhere in his quarters. You'll need to get it quickly and put it back before he notices it's gone. I suggest waiting until evening. That's when Carroll usually goes to the tavern to play dice. He's fond of his dice. Maybe you can take advantage of that somehow.
Right. I'll see what I can do. You really can't come with me right away?
Damn. I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens. Look here, I don't want any trouble.
All right, let's do it. So, wait until evening. So, B. Okay, so let's see where we have to go, and then let's wait until evening. Okay. I see. It's here. Is that it? Oh, that's not it. What? Who are you? Ah, that's the dude. Let's try talking with him.
My respects to you.
And to you, sir.
I need some help from Master Conrad.
Then go and talk to him.
The thing is, he's already agreed, but he'd have to go to Talmberg.
I can't consent to that. He signed a contract for building the monastery, and we pay him a pile of coin for every day he spends here.
Let's just try that.
Supposing I compensated you for his brief absence, perhaps with some coin?
What use would coin be to me if the monastery roof collapses? Then I'd be the one having to pay compensation.
But the conquest of Talmberg is more important for the province.
From what I hear, it's awfully important first and foremost for your lord. Sassau's always been neutral. Anyway, I take my orders directly from the abbot.
Thank you for your invaluable assistance.
You're welcome.
May God reward you in kind.
Alright, so far so good. Other dude has not noticed anything. Yes, there it is. Okay, let's go back to Conrad. That worked surprisingly well. Did not quite expect that. Dude, where is he? Ah, there he is.
God bless you. What troubles you?
I have the thing.
I've got that commission.
Not so loud, for heaven's sake. Show it here. The very thing. Go to the Sasau scribe and say to him the fox isn't half as clever as he thinks. Then he'll do as you ask.
Is that a password?
Just so. He insists on it. Don't forget to repeat it verbatim and aloud. Then all you
Fox
have
half
to do
as
is
clever.
take the new document to Carol and tell him a messenger brought it.
All right.
But most importantly, do it quickly and put the commission back immediately. Carol's no fool. If he can't find it, he'll put 2 and 2 together when you bring him the new document, and the game will be up.
Alright, got it. Alright, here we are.
I have a message for you.
Yep.
Hmm?
The fox is that's the
Fox
one.
isn't half as clever as it thinks.
What?
The fox!
Jackass! What in heaven's name are you blabbering about?
Conrad Keyser sent me.
Why the hell didn't you say so?
That sod. He deliberately lied to me to make me look stupid.
Well, never mind. What do you want?
That was awesome.
I've got this document here, and I need to have a different one drawn up with the same signature and seal.
So Conrad is still up to his old tricks. Give him my greetings. Let's
Will
see.
do.
All right. Give me an hour. And I hope I won't have problems on your account.
No. We'll be fine. Alright, let's see. Can we do anything else while we're here? Not really. So let's just wait an hour.
Is it done?
Here you are. And pass on my best to the old dragon.
Right. Perfect. We did that. Okay, let's find him. It's not here, obviously. Ah, there he is. Okay. Probably on his way to play dice. Inside, where is he? There he is.
God be with you.
A messenger brought a dispatch for you.
To the hand of...
Enjoy it.
Charge. To give assistance. Permission to leave Sasau? How very convenient for you.
Yes.
The hand of fate.
We'll see what fate brings. I have an authorization letter of my own from the abbot, and if your letter of patent is fake, you'll be in trouble. Come with me.
I'd like something to eat.
So, what do you say?
Well, it goes against the grain, but the seal and signature are genuine.
All right.
So Conrad may leave?
He can. The letter of patent is genuine, and when the abbot commands...
Wonderful. I'll tell him.
All right, we did it. Awesome. So, let's go to Conrad. Tell him the good news. There he is.
They're after me! Sweet Jesus, I knew this day would come.
What's happening?
What? Who is... Carol said you can leave and...
Leave? I can't even set foot outside the door!
Oh, dude, what's happening?
Please, calm down and tell me what's going on.
They're after me!
Who?
Who? Who's after you?
Sigismund's people, of course!
Why would they be after you?
Because he's never forgiven my criticisms of Nicopolis. Now he's decided to pay me back. What am I to do?
What makes you think someone's after you?
When I was on my way to Sasau, I saw Baron Pekar in Kosterlitz. He was with Sigismund on the crusade, as was I. Now I've been told he was seen at the local tavern. And a stranger's been creeping around the gardens here late at night. My God, there are signs someone was trying to force the door. They're after me, Henry. The Lord preserve me. They want to kill me.
Yeah, so come with me.
Take it easy. If someone's after you, I'll see to him. I'll have a sniff around the town or lie in wait for him.
I don't know. What if he sneaks past you?
He won't, I promise. I'll hide in the garden, and if anyone starts creeping around after dark, I'll catch him.
You will, won't you? Good, good. And be sure to hide well. If he sees you, he won't come.
At midnight. Alright, okay, let's do this. So... where do we hide though? Just here, maybe? Let's try that. Okay. He doesn't seem to show up. Let's see if we can see anyone here. There's a dude walking. Nah, no. Few stonemasons running around. A few more here. Okay, let's make another round at the house, but I don't think that guy was here. There's pebbles. Nope. Okay, so then we will try it tomorrow again. Let's see what else we can do while we wait. Ah, there he is. Let's talk.
Do you know anything about a Master Paykar?
I'm afraid not.
Okay. Who's Master Paykar?
We need a priest at Talmberg. Would you consider going?
Please.
What's happened there? I haven't heard anything.
Yes.
Bandits took possession of the castle and now it's besieged. We have many dead and wounded.
I see. Truly these are evil days. I wish I could do God's work among these people, but I'm seriously ill and couldn't endure the journey.
I'm so sorry.
Try to ask at the churches closer by, in Rovna or Ujits, maybe in Ratai. I can't help you in any other way. I'm sorry to say. Godspeed.
Alright. So let's try Rovna. We have not been there yet, I think. I don't think that we will find a priest here. So that only leaves us with one other option, and that is Ratai. There you go. Who are you?
Henry, I'm glad.
There he is. Dude, I need help.
We need a priest in Talmberg.
Yes, words reached me of the calamity there. I can't say I'm overly surprised.
Why not?
They all preferred to attend mass served by that ruffian Godwin, rather than come to our Ratai church. And God lets his displeasure be known in mysterious ways.
Yes,
Godwin
yes.
will get his dues, mark my words. Let the needy from Talmberg come here, we'll serve Holy Mass and I'll bless them all.
But most of them can't leave the camp. It would be better if you went there and...
Nonsense! If they really feel the need, they'll come.
Dude. So he won't talk either, won't help either. So, I've read around on the internet a little bit because I've asked every priest that I can find here in the land to help us, but none of them... No, I need to talk to you, dude. Don't. Wait, no. Shit. So, the one that is supposed to help us is Father Godwin. The one we asked first. However, he will only do that if we do another side quest. And we get that from this guy. And now we will have to wait until he gets off his horse. Until we can talk to him, I guess. Yes. Yes. Very good, very good.
Henry! Just the man I want to see. I need help with something.
What's the problem, sir?
The Archbishop's vicar has come to Uzhitz.
Yes, that's the one.
I don't know why exactly, but the rumor is that he's on the hunt for heretics. Which frankly never meant any good. Especially for me.
What should I do about him, then?
Firstly, find out why he's really here. He might truly be on the hunt for heretics, which wouldn't be good news. Or it's equally possible he's here to size up my estate, which would be even worse.
I understand.
All right.
And then what?
The best thing for me and all concerned would be for him to pack his bags and go back to Prague.
And how can I, encourage him to do that? I can't just kick him out, can I?
Well, I could do that.
No, of course not. But if you can make him believe there's nothing to find here, he'll be off in no time. So tell him I've sent you to assist him.
I understand. And my task is to assist him in finding nothing.
Indeed.
All right.
And what if there really are heretics?
My boy, my boy. Have you ever seen a heretic?
No.
Not really.
There, you see. I haven't either. Most of the time the prelates just invent them to scare folk with. So don't put much faith in their existence.
But
what if there really are some? Then deal with them. But make sure that interfering bastard gets out of here.
All right, all right.
Very well. I'll get going straight away.
Good luck, lad. And be careful. Clergymen are wily weasels. So take care.
I'll be careful. Don't worry, Sir Hannes.
All right, so we can do that.
What do you want here, lad?
God save, Monsignor. My name's Henry, and I've been sent by Sir Hannes of Lipa.
Yep.
Sir Hannes, And why is he sending you?
I'm to assist you in your search.
Oh, I see. How considerate of him. Well, you've come at the right time. I need someone who'll go unnoticed among the locals. I'm sure Sir Hannes told you what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
He said you're looking for heretics?
Exactly. I'm seeking out the sores that inflict the body of the church. The rash of heretics. Waldensians. Dangerous heretics, one and all.
So...
How can I help you then?
Excellent. Let's get right to the point, Henry. I know how to get to where the heretics congregate.
And what's stopping you from going there, sir?
That is to say, I know in theory. The crux of the matter is this. We caught a heretic in Gutenberg who told us of the heretics in Uzhitz. Regrettably, by the time he got around to describing their meeting place, he was already raving and hardly coherent.
Alright.
So do you know where they meet up, or don't you?
Possibly. His account was confused, to say the least. I have a record somewhere here. Can you read, boy?
Totally.
Naturally, Father. Otherwise, Sir Hamish wouldn't have sent me.
I see. It's a good thing at least the servants of the nobility are getting a suitable education. Some of their own offspring can hardly write their own names. Here's the record of the interrogation. From what I can make out, his description of the route starts at the local tavern. Once you've found something out, come back and see me.
I'll do my best, Father.
All right.
I'll get working on it, sir.
God be with you, my son.
So, let's see. Heretic's testimony.
Jesus, look where you're going.
By the executioner persuaded him again. Alright. Okay, we will try to find it. So we will have to go out of town and east, towards the east somewhere.
Yeah!
Seems I found it.
Okay, let's take a look around. Okay, we found the cross.
A cross, nicely carved. Someone in the village might recognize it.
Ooh, what do we have here? Yeah. Okay. Who are you? A wayfarer, huh? Let's see what he has. Not much. I'm afraid I have to kill you now, dude. Drop you here in the bushes. Nobody can find you. Anyone else? No. Alright. Okay. Let's go back to the dude and tell him what we found. Dude, wait. We need to talk. I got it.
I've been looking around for the place where the heretics meet.
And? Did you find it?
Yep.
I think so, yes. It's just north of Ujits. A small glade, quite well hidden.
So, I was right all along. And what did you make of it? Was there anything interesting there?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. This cross, some candles, an altar cloth and so forth.
Fascinating. I don't suppose you know whose cross it might be?
I've no idea.
No matter. At least I finally have something to go on. Now, why don't you ask around the village for me? Someone is bound to know whose that cross is.
Very well.
Alright, alright.
Or ask that good-for-nothing priest Godwin, though I doubt he knows anything.
Okay, will do. And he's a pretty cool guy. I got wasted with him once.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Well, don't be so formal.
Father, I wonder if you could tell me whose cross this is.
I do know, but I'm not sure I can tell you.
I don't understand. Why not?
Come on.
People said they saw you talking with a vicar. They're afraid that Sir Hanu sent you here to help him.
Well...
That's not how it is.
And how is it?
Sir Hamish sent me to find out what he wants, and to get him out of here if possible.
Well, then we share the same interest.
but I'd still prefer it to end with nobody burned at the stake.
You and me both.
That's good to hear. Where did you find the
So?
cross?
Let's do a deal. I'll tell you where I found it, and you tell me whose it is.
Very well. Tell me.
I found it in the woods. It looked like people met there. There were other things, candles, a cloth, and so on.
Damn it. That really does seem like...
That the vicar is right to be looking here. Surprised me, too. So whose is it?
Come
the cross
on.
is definitely the Bowers, I remember that. But that just can't be. I can't believe it. If they really are heretics, though...
What do you want to do?
I don't know. But I'll do anything in my power to prevent a heretic witch hunt taking hold here.
I see. It wouldn't make Sir Hanush too happy either.
My thoughts exactly. But the question still remains what to do about it. The vicar won't give up till he's found what he wants.
Yeah.
You know what, boy? Before we do anything else, we ought to make sure whether there really are heretics here.
What do you propose?
That's simple. Listen to how they say their prayers.
But how can I listen to their private prayers? I don't suppose they'll be praying that way in the church.
Certainly not. In the church they'd pray the usual way. But at home it's a different matter entirely. I know they meet at the farm in the evening with all the domestics. They'll surely be praying then.
All right, but how can I listen in?
I don't know. Crouch beneath the window? Climb up in the loft? That way you'll be sure to hear everything said in the main room.
Right,
All right.
I'll get on with it.
Let's do it. Oh.
Ah, I could try listening from here.
Yep. All right, so far so good.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts which we are bound to receive from thy bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Okay, sounds pretty normal.
They took old Wenzel to the presbytery today. His farm is nearby. It's only a matter of time before...
Before they come for me. I know.
And what are we going to do about it?
She's
that
the
vicar is
heretic.
baying for blood, the beast. He will devour you alive.
I do not intend to do anything about it. I shall not waver from my faith, nor turn my back on it.
My dear.
All right.
What on earth are you saying?
If they come for me, I will go quietly. And I will not lie.
Are you serious? Don't you know what they'll do to you?
I can well imagine. But I am resolved.
The Lord have mercy.
Do not fear. I surrender to God's will. I do not condemn you if you decide to leave.
I'll stay by your side. Although I'd rather that you decided otherwise.
I know. And you have no fear, my brothers in Christ. Stay true to God's plan, as I shall. Go and spread the true faith amongst all good folk.
So they're all
I'm sorry,
heretics.
I wish there was another way.
You should eat your supper and depart right away. Who knows? He may come for us at dawn.
Okay. Yes. Luckily he is alone.
Good day to you.
Yep.
So I went to check on the Bower farm, and I don't have good news.
Do tell.
They
Well,
most
they're
certainly are
heretics.
heretics. At least as far as I can tell.
Are you sure? What did you hear?
Well, for a start, the evening prayers were led by a woman.
That is certainly unusual, but nothing conclusive in itself.
That's not all. They're afraid the vicar will be coming after them.
Who wouldn't fear that? That swine finds fault with everyone.
Well, it's not like you'd have to try too hard. Mrs. Bower plans to confess everything.
Confess what, exactly?
Most likely her faith. The people of the farm were trying to discourage that, but her mind's made up.
Oh, good Lord, that's all I need. What am I to do?
We gotta help them.
I don't know, but we have to help them.
You're quite right. You have to talk them out of it, Al. You must convince them to run.
Me? And what am I supposed to say to them? I'm the one who's been hunting them down.
So who better? Do you think they'll listen to me? I'm a priest. If there's anyone they can't abide, it's me. You have to try at least. For their own good and for yours, Hal.
All
You're
right.
Someone has to help them.
I'm glad you see it that way. Now hurry. You never know when the vicar might come for them.
All right. Let's do it. Is she here? Yes. No, actually, that's not. Let's talk.
Mistress
You gotta
Bower,
get out of here.
What is it you need?
I've come to ask something of you.
Yep.
Have you? And just who are you, young man?
I'm Henry.
That doesn't matter. The important thing is that I want to help you and your husband.
I admit that I'm a little confused. You've come to ask me something, but at the same time you want to help me. What's going on?
I want to ask you not to confess to the vicar. Just take your husband and get out of here while there's still time.
I have no idea why you're so taken with my fate, or how you found out about my intentions, but I'll tell you one thing. Changing my mind is out of the question. I won't betray my faith, nor my brothers in Christ.
That does not sound good. God did
But
it.
now you've got a chance to escape. Surely you won't throw it away.
I won't oppose God's will for me.
For heaven's sake, woman, if it were God's will you should burn, it would have happened a long time ago.
You can't know that.
And don't you think the investigation is dragging on a bit? Do you think nobody in the village speaks badly of you? Don't fool yourself. Those old people from the farm who
might be
keep
a
to
bit
themselves,
harsh.
they're ripe for denouncing, aren't they? And yet nobody's come to arrest you so far. It may just be that God is giving you time to get away.
Will it work?
You may be
Yes!
right, but I can't lie. It's against all my teaching.
What?
You won't have to lie if you're never asked any questions. Just leave. You
Yes.
can preach elsewhere.
Yes.
I'm sure you have lots of friends who'd love to take you in.
But I don't want to run.
You have to.
No one wants to run away, but sometimes we have no choice. If you run, your faith will live on. That must mean something.
You're right. I shouldn't give in so easily.
Yes!
I've just grown so weary of the endless persecution.
You should pack up and run away as soon as you can. The vicar might get here any minute.
Thank you.
Don't delay.
Awesome. Awesome. We did it. Awesome. Alright, so, let's get back. Hey there, Pebbles. Let's get back and tell Father Goodwin.
God save. What can I do for you?
There's something I need from you, Father Godwin.
Is there, my son? How can I help?
There are a lot of dead and wounded at Townburg, and no one to make the sign of the cross on their foreheads.
Has someone requested my services?
Sir Divish himself.
Well, 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 Sir Divish sends for me, and you're doing the asking, young Hal. How could I refuse? I'll go there right away.
Awesome. There he goes. There he goes. Finally, we got it. Alright. Let's talk.
Bloody thing.
Halt! What are you doing here?
Yes!
Quiet, for God's sake. You'll wake the whole monastery.
Silence! For God's sake, I caught you in the middle of an assassination attempt.
Assassination? What are you on about?
You told me to my face you were here purely for business, that Master Keezer had no reason to fear you. And then I catch you sneaking up to his door.
Keezer? He's living here in the monastery?
Well, yes. Right here in this house. What's your business here?
It's all a terrible mistake. I've a long-standing arrangement with the custodian here, Sir Sebastian von Berg. I supply him with salt and spices.
That's why you break in at night?
And I've come to realise how he's been cheating me repeatedly. The dispute's been running for a while and still has legs. So I wanted my money back, that's all. I've no quarrel with Conrad.
I don't believe a word you say.
Well, sorry, but I'm telling the truth. I suppose there's nothing to be done about it, unless you intend to skewer me on the spot.
I'm thinking
about
it.
But if it will help you sleep better, I'll stop creeping around here at night and find some other way to deal with the custodian. What the hell are you doing?
Let's talk. Let's fight.
I'm over here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Alright. Let's see what he has. We can't let him get away with that. So, door key. We will always take those. Trunk key also. Gotta take the hat. We gotta take the boots. Alright. Think that that'll show him. Okay, dude, we can go. Wake up.
Well, did you find anyone?
I did.
And?
You needn't fear. I kept watch the whole night and nothing happened. A few folk passed by, but nobody dangerous.
And what about Pekar? Are you saying he has no malicious intentions?
None.
Not anymore.
He's just doing some trade with the custodian. That's what brought him to where you were.
Well, if you're sure, but I'd still rather lie low for a while.
Come to Talmberg. You'll be surrounded by a whole garrison there.
Yes. Yes, I suppose that does make sense. Thank you, Henry. I'm in your debt. We'll meet at Talmberg.
Awesome. We did it. Alright, so let's get out of here. Let's get to Talmberg. And continue with the quest. So the only thing that we don't have is the sleeping potion. But I think we will do without that. Oh, I'm too overloaded. Alright, so let's get back to Talmberg. The only thing that we have not done, we haven't got the sleeping potion, but those dudes will have to do without that. They have beer and food. We have a priest. We have the dude for the trebuchet. I think we've done well. Okay. What's happening?
A well-chosen site. You want to strike the gate, do you?
True. We don't want to do more damage than necessary.
I quite understand. Sir Toth is holed up there, is he?
Just so, Master Conrad.
Well, we hope so.
I hear you have some accounts to settle with him.
Ah, not entirely. I've done with him. Sigismund trusted him more than me in his campaign against the Ottomans, and we all know how that ended up.
How did it end up?
Badly, my lord. The flower of French knighthood was slain there. Sigismund fled for his life, and I did too, I must confess.
Be assured we shall not make the same mistake here. We do not intend to starve them into submission, but to break down the gate.
I am at your service, my lords. We will build the trebuchet quickly. It will be ready in a matter of days. And I can supply, for example, Roquetta to sweep the foe from the battlements.
Roquetta? I do not believe I've heard of such a term.
Roquetta are missiles filled with black powder with a touch hole at the bottom to ignite it. They shoot forward, something like a hand cannon, but without rocks. The rocket is the missile.
I see. But we don't have black powder in these parts. Nor cannon.
Indeed. It should have occurred to me. But I am very fond of Roquetta, and I always think what Alexander the Great might have accomplished with them. I understand.
Okay, that was awesome.
We find ourselves in a conventional situation that demands a conventional solution.
I'm still hoping that Toth will see sense and parley with us.
He may well do so, especially when we set up the trebuchet on his doorstep.
That dude is a little crazy. I like him.
Good health, you.
Is there anything you can tell me about Talmberg's weak points?
The truth is, Talmberg has far too few weaknesses. Who'd have thought that was something I'd come to regret?
Yeah, good point.
And what about the walls? Which side is the most vulnerable?
The south and east are solid. It would be useless to try anything there.
It's best defended from the north, and as for the west...
From the west is where we tried it, and got royally fucked, if you recall. But I think in the end we'll try that way again, only this time we'll do it better.
Pity they didn't stay holed up in Franjik for longer. It would have been much easier there.
Toth is a wily fox. If he'd had all his men with him there, there would have been real carnage. It's likely we only won there because he'd already gone and taken most of his best soldiers with him.
Yep.
Is there anything else I can help with?
Well, we need some pitch. I know you had dealings with the charcoal burners.
I've met a few, true enough.
Then have a look around the area. If you manage to find any pitch, bring it to our quartermaster in the camp at the quarry.
All right.
To arms! Get over here!
Greetings. What business have you?
Raise the alarm! Watch out!
I came to an agreement with Conrad.
He's already here. You wouldn't believe how clever that fellow is. Now we really will build that trebuchet. That I guarantee you.
Just one thing. If he should send you somewhere and tell you to give some password about a fox or some such, well, you should take it with a grain of salt.
Password? Fox? Alright. I'll bear it in mind.
Glad I could be of service.
I'm truly grateful to you. And the men will be too when the assault starts. Fine work. You've certainly saved many lives. I probably shouldn't, but go and have a look in my trunk. You might find something there you can use.
Thank you.
Oh, will do. Where is his trunk? Not that one. Maybe it was this one. Probably was. Alright guys, so we will end it here. We have done almost everything that we have to do to prepare for the battle, and we will continue this in the next episode and then get back Handbrake. And from what I've hear, we are getting very close to the end of the main storyline, and when that is finished we will get a bit unusual and kill pretty much everyone we see. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So yeah, see you guys next time.